What up, y'all? It's AG33 Inc. We back with another video, and today we talking about getting over the fear of tattooing and all the fears that come with tattooing. So we got a little time lapse going. Me doing this rose with the Payasa on the other side. It's inside of a butterfly. But back to the topic of the video. We're just talking about the things that you're gonna come across when you're a beginner tattoo artist and you're trying to just get started. You may haven't even tattooed somebody yet. You may have just been working on the fake skins and drawing. So, you may be scared, but there's little steps that you can take that'll help you overcome those fears. And this is just coming from the perspective of somebody who's a beginner themselves. I've only been tattooing close to 2 years. And this is what I did to, get over those fears. So, first and foremost, I would say that, if you don't have a mentor or anything, like find YouTube videos about every topic that has to do with tattooing. And you want to learn and be practicing, setting up your station properly, setting up your station with hygiene, learn about bloodborne pathogens and just all the safety sides of tattooing. And when you're doing your fake skins in the beginning, you want to practice setting up your station like you would for a tattoo so it becomes a habit. That's something I did in the beginning. I'm not gonna lie, I don't do it as much now when I'm on the fake skins because I just want to get down and hurry up and get started. But in the beginning, I practiced. Anytime I would do fake skins, I would wrap my machine completely. I would cover up my station properly with the saran wrap and everything that I had, at least at the time, just to set it up so it could, so I could get in the habit of setting up for tattoos. So by the time it came for me to do my first tattoo on somebody, I had all that down. I knew everything that I was supposed to do to set up. It was like a habit. So that's one step that'll help you get over the fear of tattooing somebody, is just knowing that you're gonna be safe by the time you do tattoo someone for the first time. And also, when it comes to actually doing the tattoo, once you have got comfortable on the fake skins and you feel like you kind of understand and you feel like you can do something solid that's small, go ahead and tattoo yourself for the first time. Tattoo your legs or something like that. Like, I've tattooed my legs plenty times, so I've made mistakes on my legs plenty of times. I got blown out tattoos on my legs, but me personally, I would rather blow out tattoos on myself than make a mess on somebody else that they have to live with forever, So you could always just practice on yourself at first, and once you feel like you got a good, solid tattoo, then it's a good starting point for you. Then go do something small on somebody else when you're ready. You do it for free or whatever you need to do. I did some lettering tattoo on my legs after I had did some other ones that I blown out and stuff. But after I did the lettering ones, I kind of got a little bit comfortable, and I was like, okay, I think I'll do all right on somebody. And then I did my first tattoo on someone after that, and I just went from there. So there's a lot of things that you're gonna have to kind of just get over the fear of, like. And I notice in the comments of a lot of tattoo videos, if you go watch other tattoo videos and YouTube shorts, a lot of people will ask certain questions like, what's the voltage, and what do I do for this and what do I do for that? And like, I learned, like, you're really just gonna have to learn from experience, especially if you don't have a mentor. And even if you do have a mentor, like, they can only tell you so much. You're gonna have to figure things out for yourself. Like, when it came to learning about lining and just understanding, the proper depth of lining, and being told, like, you just kind of feel it. Like, they'll be like, you just kind of feel when you're at the right depth. And I didn't really understand what that meant until I actually did it and then understood it by experience. Like, I was like, okay, I see what they mean now. Like, you feel the skin vibrating when you are at the proper depth and you got a proper stretch on the skin. you'll hear that crackle noise. Like then it just kind of becomes like second nature, I guess. But a lot of those fears that you're gonna have, like I don't want to blow out. Like I used to be scared of that. I used to be scared of blowing out lines. I used to be scared of just messing up in general. But that's what the whole point of practice is, and that's why you need to stay on those fake skins in the beginning and just drill as much as you can for real to the point where when you're on someone's skin, you're not all scared and nervous and stuff. Like I'm, I would say with a lot of my tattoos, after I think I did my first three, I think three to maybe 3 or 3 to 5, like I wasn't scared anymore. I was excited every time I would do a tattoo. So you just want to be on the skins just to create that muscle memory when it comes to just tattooing. Like I know it's different. There's certain things that are different. Like when you're on the fake skins, like you don't have to stretch it for real. I mean, you can practice that and just make that a habit, like always stretching the skin. But there's certain things on the fake skins that just aren't the same on human skin. So that's just some of the stuff that I came across. I'm just telling you, kind of giving the things that I went through and the fears that I had in the beginning of tattooing. I mean, there's a lot of things that you could think about, but it's just best to honestly think about those things. You don't want to run from them. Think about those things and then think about how you're going to prepare to where you don't have to have those issues happen. Like those are things you do need to think about. You do need to think about being clean. You do need to think about making sure that you're ready to tattoo someone. So when they do trust you to tattoo them, they will get something decent. At least they'll understand that you're a beginner, but you don't want to blow out their tattoo or leave them with an infection or anything. Like just get to the point where you feel like you can do something small and decent that they can be happy with. And that's what really helped me get over the fear. Like in the beginning, but that's something you got to accept. Like you're probably gonna do some bad tattoos. You're probably gonna do some tattoos that aren't up to what you thought. Or like me, for instance, like I thought I was getting better on the fake skins, and then you'll get humbled on human skin. And it's just a learning process. You might do a tattoo that looks really good, and then maybe 3 weeks later when it's healed, like certain tones fell out, so you got to stay on top of a lot of things. But that's the beauty of tattooing. It's just a big learning process, and you really have to pay attention, and that's what I like about it. But if you're a person who is like at the very, very beginning of your tattoo journey to where you haven't even tattooed someone yet, just go ahead, prepare yourself. Always be preparing. Always be preparing. Always be preparing to tattoo someone. And so every day you should really be working on something. Like I was watching that I Shine Tattoo, and he was talking about how the majority of the tattoo process isn't even tattooing the person. There's so much that goes into a tattoo before you actually tattoo the person, and those are the steps that you're gonna need to be ready. So just think about it from the point where somebody sends you the tattoo that they want you to do on them. You have to learn how to, put it through your iPad and stencil it and, reshape it or resize it to put it on their skin properly, and then getting your stencil actually together and printing it, and then placing the stencil on them. So these are things that you need to practice so you're not lost the first time you do it. Practice putting stencils on your body, and practice just every step of the process. Like practice drawing. Like I used to do that all the time. I would just find images and tattoos that I liked, and I would practice stenciling them in Procreate. I would practice hand stenciling stuff for stencils. I would hand stencil in Procreate, just practice every step of the process that you will be encountering when you do a tattoo. So when it finally comes down to the time for you to do a tattoo, it'll be, second nature. And then there's some things that you're gonna have to experience for the first time when you're actually tattooing someone, but just take those things in stride and make sure you're studying yourself and you're preparing, and that'll help you get over a lot of the fears, and just be patient. But it's I learned that fast. Like when it comes to tattooing, it's not something that you can just do once a week. There's always something that you can be working on. You should always be studying. You should always be watching, professional artists, and especially the ones that are giving out advice for free on YouTube. You should, in the fundamentals too, just the drawing, the safety, the cleanliness, the just all the basics of tattooing. Don't skip over that. Just pay attention to everything like that, and just always be learning. And that's what really helped me with the fear. And then honestly, like, your love for it really will help you with the fear. Like I said, after my first couple tattoos, it wasn't really fear, it was more so excitement when it came to tattoos. And then once that needle hits that skin, man, like, all that really goes away, and you get in that flow state. So I mean, as you can see here, like, this was I'm not gonna say, this was a tattoo I really wanted to do. And the way I pick tattoos a lot of times is just like, what is a tattoo where I can work on all my fundamentals? And that's kind of how I choose tattoos. Like, especially when people say, I don't care what you tattoo, I just want a dope tattoo, I'll let you pick. So I'll pick something that has all the fundamentals that I could work on. Like in this one, it has a solid black border, so I could work on packing my black. It has some shading in there, so I could work on my shading and my gradients. It has it's a neo-traditional style tattoo. I created it in ChatGPT, so it has a lot of lines. So I could work on my lining as I'm doing the tattoo. Like, it's just, with me, like, I always try to do tattoos where it has a lot of fundamental base in it. And that's just from, studying all the people that I like watching. Like, some of the people, if y'all haven't checked out too many other people, but my favorite, like, tattoo artist on YouTube is like Adrian Castro, or ADN742N, or however it is, AD742N. That's one of my favorite artists that I watch. I like a lot of the Mexican artists. I be watching Gifted Hands Jew. I be watching I Shine Inc. I like watching him. I used to like Daniel Silva in the beginning, but it's like a lot of his content be recycled almost. Like, he be posting a lot of the same stuff, so I don't really watch him like that no more. But yeah, I watch, just studying artists and taking their courses. If they make courses, go ahead and take their courses. I learned a lot from, I did Adrian Castro, AD742N. I did his course, and that kind of helped me when it came to like the style that I like. And yeah, so pretty much, like, that's all for this video. I just wanted to talk about just like getting started, man. If you want to do tattooing, just go ahead and go with it. Go ahead and jump in and take your time. Take baby steps. Learn the fundamentals. Don't rush yourself. Everybody does it differently, but if you're doing it by yourself, just take those steps to learn, and really be diligent about learning each and every aspect of tattooing. And hopefully you can find you a mentor. I hope you can. I wouldn't mind doing an apprenticeship. If I could do an apprenticeship, I would. But I'm, like I said, I'm blessed to have somebody who's been tattooing over 10 years that I can ask questions to. But yeah, if you want to get started tattooing, man, I feel like this is the easiest time to really start and have all the information out there for you to learn. But it's something you got to take seriously, though. It's not just something you just do if you want to be good. And I'm still learning myself. But that's it for this one, y'all, man. Y'all know who it is. AG33 Inc. And I'm out.